This is gonna be my last question, and then Devin, I want you to close up the video, but this will be my last question. When you say relationships take work, is the work in getting to know each other, or is the work just what is the work in a relationship?
It goes on forever. It's everything.
The work.
Say live and let live.
Yes.
So just
Yes,
live, love life, and let others do the same. You can't change them. They will always be different. They will never be the same. Do you? Do your actions change you? Look at the man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson, and everything else will change around you. Because if you focus on you, then everybody else will be inspired by what it is you're working on, and they'll change.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I totally agree with that, but I feel like the problem is a lot of times these people are not happy with themselves.
That's what
so they find issue with everybody around them because it's like, how dare you be happy with yourself and I'm not happy with myself.
That's what it is. But that's what misery loves company.
Exactly.
And my thing is, what we're doing in the gay community is people who are miserable attract other people who are miserable, and we can all be miserable together.
In the corporate setting, a lot of them used to try and live through me because one, I wasn't clockable, and I was always like doing everything they wanted to do in life. I was always traveling and doing all of that stuff. So they didn't look at me and try to like look down on me. They looked up to me because they kind of wished I could do all of that. Now, I don't know how they are after they found out when I quit, after the web series and stuff went out and then it went around the office that I was, then I'm sure it probably changed a lot of people's perceptions. But up until that point, they used to sit at my desk all the time and be like, oh my God, I wish I could do the stuff that you do and stuff. They would not have done that, I don't believe, if they would have known that I was.
Or if you acted feminine. I think that's what I was saying. In corporate world, when you're a manager, people have to respect you because you're a manager. Right. And for me, no one ever knew that I was gay because I never put on until people saw the web and was like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. To my face, they respect me. Behind my back, they talk a lot of trash. But I think as in the gay community, we do the same exact thing. Like, just case in point, there were a lot of people that will point, or there has been a lot of people in hanging with Devin that will point out Devin like, why is he wearing that? You know, what's going on? Blah 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 blah. But because I look masculine, they don't really talk about me. So that's why I was posing the question: why do we even talk about each other in that sense? Because we have transgenders, we have women that look like boys, we have women that look like women, we have men that like to dress feminine, men that have to act like to act feminine, and then we have guys that are just ultra males. Like, why is it a big issue, period, is my question. And I really think that we just need to change that within ourselves. And I really think that we need to stop hanging around people that treat people that way, you know?
I agree. I also was wanting to bring it back as well because I know that I answered, and I did not hear from y'all. About why is it that about what? About, you know, why is it that I don't see a lot of gay males? You did answer, I apologize. You know, interacting with lesbians. Like, why don't we see that a lot? I can only speak from my perspective.
I'm never around lesbians.
Why?
I don't know where you guys hang out.
You want my number, baby? We gonna hang out tomorrow. You know? Right. Like,
seriously, like I know outside of his friend in Virginia, like I don't know any
female. Yeah, like my best friend. But we went to high school together, so like we didn't know that we were gay then, but we just have this relationship. We've been friends for like 15 years, 16 years now, and it's just like, I mean, we just have morphed into who we are. But at the same time, like at work, I have a coworker who's a lesbian. She gravitates towards me, you know. So like we do things together and we spend time together. But I don't really, like he said, I don't really know like where lesbians hang out or party. But I would call it segregation.
I'm just gonna answer this question off camera because I know I'm gonna get in, but I can't. But I'm gonna say this. The complexities of the microcosm, which is the gay society. the complexities
with my glasses
which is the gay society, is this. It's difficult enough in each respective gender.
Yes.
Because the roles are the same in the heterosexual. They're patterned after the heterosexual in the microcosm of the homosexual. Think about it. Most women take on a masculine or feminine role. Men take on a masculine or feminine role. So you got the two right there within each society. So that's confusing
I'm
enough.
saying some. I refuse to subscribe
that's true.
to that.
That's true. And I agree with you because I'm the same way. So.
It's crazy.
But at the same time, those two right there trying to figure that out don't have time to go over and try to figure that out because they're trying to work this out over here in their section. So they're like, I can't even begin to take on a whole nother world and what they do because I'm still trying to figure out what it is I'm trying to do over here. It takes a lifetime sometimes. So I think that's another reason why they haven't come together and kind of melded, because those traditional roles of male, female, people grew up with parents. There's a lot of gay people who grew up with male and female. They're trying to fit into that societal, what they grew up with within their own life. And so that for that reason, I think, and it's not like we hate, because we love. They idolize women. We idolize women. Women, they're great. But I think that's what it is, because when they do come together, we have a great time. It's better when we do it together. But at the same token,
look at all these events. They always separate the women and the men.
Yeah.
They never put them together.
But I've been in one that was great together. It was awesome. It was great. Everybody got along because everybody was doing their thing with everybody. You know what I mean? But it doesn't happen often.
I have a question for the married and engaged. On the bed, do you guys have roles that mirror regular female and regular male roles in straight relationships? Does that exist between the two relationships here?
I don't think so. And not in our marriage. I don't think so, because I cook sometimes, he cooks sometimes. I do laundry, he does laundry. I take the trash out. but I mean, if I'm out of town, he'll take the trash to the curb or whatever, so I don't feel like we do.
It just so happens with this particular relationship, the woman who I love is a little bit more masculine of center, and so therefore, there are kind of like breakages in roles. Like, I cook, she does the dishes.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I don't ever take out the trash. Why would I? So I mean, we do. And then also there's a different dynamic with us as well because of breadwinner, non-breadwinner. So I think that played more into our dynamic than like her being more masculine centered, me being feminine, because she makes 3 times as much as I do. So I mean, surely she needs to go out and make money, and I need to.
Okay, interesting.
It's interesting.
Interesting. How do you feel about that, Mo?
About what? I mean, I'm not married or.
But my question to you is, as far as roles, like when
I believe in roles.
Okay. So go ahead.
Hardcore.
But what's wrong with that?
Go ahead.
I just believe everybody needs to play their part. I just believe everybody needs to play their part. And
so when you say play their part, like she mentioned breadwinner, and I don't make that much. So when you say play their part, what is that?
Wait, I didn't say Please be very clear. I am still a 6-figure winner, baby. I just said I don't make as much as she does.
All right. So you do work. And you make.
Yes,
yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
I am a boss in my own right, and I think that's the reason why we gravitated towards each other, because I was the first woman that she never had to take care of. I have my own houses, plural. I have, I've been around the world. I've lived in London. I've lived in Miami. I'm from New York. Like, you ain't got to take care of this one. I mean, I don't mind if you do. But you don't have to, is my point. So I just want you to clear that up.
tweet that, Instagram that, do all of that. Caption.
Okay, so you believe in roles.
Yeah, but I don't believe in roles as far as financially. Like, okay. I don't care who makes whatever, because I'm going to still take out the garbage. I mean, I'm a cook. I mean, that type of stuff doesn't matter. I believe in roles as far as sexually. I don't like all that confusion.
I cannot.
And
but we agree. I agree with him though.
I just don't believe in that. Like, come in this room and know what you about to do.
Ooh. And don't try and switch it up later.
And don't switch it up.
I mean,
and I can let me sit up.
Like,
and that's where women are so different.
No, it's not. It's not. But listen to his question and listen to where you go. Like, his question was in a relationship. A relationship is not just sex. So you immediately go to sex. Is that the most important thing in your relationship?
It is not the most important thing.
Let me finish. Your relationships are gonna fail every time.
Let one person talk. Hold on. Let one person talk.
Let me speak on this because I feel like.
Hold on. Let Mo respond to Larry.
I'm gonna respond to that because I felt like he got a little hype on the question. In my experience and in my life and in my relationships, I think we all have needs and wants and what we want in our relationships. Sex is important to me. Period, point, and the blank. So when we're talking about roles, you just asked a question
General
about
question.
Roles. I believe in roles. I don't believe in roles as far as financially. I said I believe in roles sexually. That wasn't based on a relationship. I just believe in roles in that aspect.
Okay.
I believe in it because I'm old enough to know what I like at the end of the day. Now, do I do both? Yes. Have I done both? Yes. I mean, I live in Atlanta. You just kind of have to be. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, in my experience. I'm saying in my experience. I'm saying in my experience. No, man. I'm saying in my experience. I come in a room and your legs went up before mine. I'm not gonna turn it down. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Did I necessarily come in for that? No. But I'm just saying.
On the floor.
So to kind of answer Larry, or I don't know if it was even a question, but my relationships won't fail every time because it's sex, but sex is important to me. I've been in a relationship where sex was not important and I stayed. And it didn't work. And it didn't work because I felt that I was losing me in that because sex was important to me. But I said, you know what? Sex is not important. Love is important.
I'm going to need two guys on the end to slide in just a tad. Not too much, just a tad. Because he's blocking Larry and you're blocking him, Wakanda. So, but now y'all good.
But I do believe in roles.
I want to hear what Kaj has to say because he's been trying to get in.
No, because I agree with what he said. I don't, how he instantly jumped in and was like, things will fail. Just like I believe that I am a top and I want a bottom, it is a bottom out there that believes they are a bottom and wants only a top. I do not want somebody that is versatile, that is going to come to me one day and say, hey, I want to try this out, because that is something that I do not want to do.
Have you tried it?
That is my personal preference. No.
So how can you know if you've never tried?
It's never been something that I've ever wanted to do.
Well, the pancake ain't done till you flip it.
For you. That works for you. But so we gotta know who you are. No, so when it comes to building towards a relationship, that needs to be clear at the beginning, so you know this, as far as a sexual role, I am a top. I want a bottom. That is clear. All of the other stuff, like him, I don't believe in the financially because I'm a top that I need to make more, that I need to take care of the house. You can cook, I can take out the trash, you can take out the trash. I can work on the car, you can work on the car. That stuff doesn't matter, but just like him, sexual roles to me matter.
Interesting.
And can I just say something real quick? I don't mean to cut you off. I'm only saying this because I've been in situations. You know, this is just my life. Y'all may not have lived it. I lived that shit. I've been with somebody that was ultra masculine, and that's fine. I can play that role. I can scramble your eggs. I can put your cheese in it.
But
while I'm scrambling eggs and putting cheese in your shit, then you need to play your motherfucking part. If you want me to be the bitch in the relationship, I'll be that. But you be that man in that relationship. I'm just saying. It frustrates me that.
Hold on, let him talk. Hold on, let him talk.
And I can give you a prime example. We at IHOP. The bill was $27. This is a real, true story. The bill was $27, He put a 20 on the table. And he was like, do you have any cash? And I said, yeah, but you don't have no debit card? And he was like, yeah, but I don't want to use my card. So I laid down a 10, right? So we get back to the apartment, and I got on basketball shorts, right? He was like, why? We speaking in bold and...
bold and blunt.
Bold and blunt and beautiful.
Oh my God. Yo.
I had on basketball shorts. He's like, why you got these shorts on? You know that don't make my dick hard. Wait a minute, you couldn't even pay for my pancakes. But you want me to walk around with panties on? No, motherfucker, I'm not, no. So that's when I say, play your motherfucking part. You want me to be a bitch? I'll be a bitch.
Wait, hold on.
Right, and you know what? I can vibe with you. I can vibe with you.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Let's hear Olivia. Let's hear Olivia.
I cannot vibe to that because there are plenty of times. I mean, see, in that particular situation, if you were a woman, I'd have told you need to play that real sweet. See, what I would have done is come home with the best bra and panty set I have, walk around that house and make my ass something I wasn't even hungry for. And then when he said, you know that's making my dick hard, I'm glad it is, baby. Next time it costs $7, bitch.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Y'all could have done that. But what you said, and I think what was so important, if I was a woman, I'm not no woman.
So
but
you could have played your position.
That's psychology.
What I'm saying is, I don't mind playing that part if you play your part.
I've also been the submissive one in the relationship a lot because just because I have money doesn't necessarily mean that now I need to, although that's the way that it works in my situation now because of time. So yes, she's the breadwinner, but also she has so much time that she has to dedicate towards doing certain things that I allow for that because I'm like, yo, I ain't paying the mortgage this month. So I need to make sure that you got what
I know that I have a problem because I'm not a submissive person. But I'm also, excuse me, this is what I like to call myself. I'm a bottom with top tendencies because I'm just not a submissive person. I'm just not. And I like eating ass, and people don't like that. They be like, what you doing being a bottom eating ass? I just like eating ass. You know what I'm saying? I want you to suck my dick. You know, but do you see what I'm saying? No, if you tell the top I want you to suck my dick, they gonna look at you sideways like, what? That's just what it is.
So go ahead, Devin. Go ahead,
baby.
Well,
I'm just saying. Okay. Yo, we keeping it bold and beautiful. This episode is.
I'll take this one back to 2001. Would you mind? I'm very submissive, and I it's not about a role for me. It's just when I am dating someone, whoever is my man, he's the man, and I'm a man too. Don't get me wrong. I don't consider myself a lady. I do not wear high heels or wigs or lipstick or anything.
Just off the shoulder.
If you do, that's fine. Express yourself. Don't repress yourself. That's human nature. Madonna, 1995. But that's you. But for me, I don't. Maybe it's just me, and I don't. At 26 years of age, I don't foresee myself when I'm in a relationship, just one day being like, hey, I want to top you. Like, that's just, when you guys were talking, I was like holding myself like this because I'm like, that's not me. That is you. That is you. But see, let me tell you something. See, I believe in principle. So, if he said, babe, when you get off work, I want to take you out to dinner. If dinner had to be IHOP, you want to take me out to dinner. So when the bill comes, no bitch, you're going to pay for that dinner. You offer me.
No, I get that. When I ask people out for dinner, I pay.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's a scenario. But, like, not to necessarily say, I mean, I don't know what the situation is with you, but in that particular situation, but not necessarily like he has to pay for the bill. Like, I believe in splitting the bill. I can pay my portion. And I'm a great, and I take as well. We can do that too. But
do you see what I'm saying? I don't mind paying no bill. It's IHOP. It really is not a big deal. But if you can't if you want me to walk around and pay, you want me to play this part. In my head, I'm like, play your part. Yeah. Pay for these pancakes. And I put on a little board shorts. I'm not gonna give $10, but see, for me, I'm not finna be, fixing nobody's car either on Star. No, I can change the tire. I can do all that. I don't mind doing that. Is you and your VB ways, honey. That's why you have top tendencies. Congratulations. Hello, somebody. I'm an S. Listen to me. I'm an SB. I was not raised to play sports, even though I'm really good at tennis, volleyball. Thank God. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. I can cook. I can cook a little something. I might burn it a little bit. Depending on.
Here's my thing.
But I'm not gonna be. I'm not that like alpha male. Like, I mean, teach me. You the top. You're masculine, and in that sense that you're in sports into cars and shit. No, teach me how to do that. You can teach me how to do that, and then I'll learn. I'll go out there. Just make sure my shade is placed. I'll get the lawn. I'll start mowing. I'll mow. I need some lemonade, child. Where's my man? Where he at? But that's okay because as long as the job gets done, then I will do it. Absolutely. But
I got no damn lawn. Let me tell you right now.
I'm not cutting nobody's grass. It's not cutting grass.
It might be. I don't cut grass.
I will hire a
It might be very Mariah Carey like me cutting the grass
with a gown full length. I get it.
But I mean, if it needs to be done, and it so happened, I had ordered, or we hired a person and they can't come.
Mookie gonna cut my grass.
But say if you book someone to do something like that and they cancel last minute, you can't find no one else, and it has to get done because you have a housing regulation that you can't be this tall or whatever like that. You have to do it.
He would not cut that grass.
I think touching on Larry sideways.
No, what I was saying is, if that's the first thing you go to in a relationship, like, I feel like when you first meet, like, you hash out all of that top-bottom type stuff. I feel like that shouldn't be something that is an issue mid-relationship, because if it is, then you didn't do your due diligence. Like,
mid-relationship. Yeah, mid-relationship.
Mid-relationship. That door to be open though, and that chair to be out, and my car.
I don't need you to do all that for me. See, that's why maybe. So let me go back to maybe that's why.
So you don't have roles then?
No. No.
There's a lot of gray here.
Yeah. I'm about to say what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
I don't forget.
Right.
It's not a lot of gray. It's just if you want me to be a certain person, I can. That's just it.
But who are you at your core?
At my core is I'm an independent person. I don't need you. And that's my problem. It's not the sex. The problem is I don't need you. I feel like I don't need you. You see them? Does that make sense? Does anybody?
I'm vibing with you that you feel like you don't.
I feel like I don't need you, so therefore I act accordingly like I don't need you. But when I go home at night, I'm like, damn, I really need you.
But that's so interesting that you have the mentality that you don't need anybody, but you're a serial dater.
I am.
You always have to be with somebody.
Right.
Like,
but I always date people, and y'all, they know me.
Dated.
The boys and girls, they know me, and this is no shade against NT by T. But I always date people that I feel need me. Does that make sense?
Ouch.
I've never heard you say
ouch.
That.
Blunt.
But
it's true.
When I look back on it, I mean, I can kind of see that.
I kind of always, and I don't make a lot of money. I'm a flight attendant. I got a little coin. I got my own house. I got things, but I don't do it on purpose. But I always date people that kind of doesn't have. They're not my equal on financial things. Not equal as a person, because nobody is less. I'm not.
But that would
greater.
make sense.
Because
that would make sense because
you having that control.
That control issue, and so that's my problem, and that's why relationships have failed for me.
Interesting.
Wow. Because I'm just very independent.
But that's
so now that you figured out what it is, what the issue is, what are you gonna do?
But why do you, if you feel like you don't need anybody, even if you feel like you need to be with people that you fix or help, why do you always feel the need to date, period, if in your head you're so independent and you don't need people, period?
Because I like
you don't take a break. You take no breaks at all. Like, you keeps it rolling
and let the
at
reading
all
begin.
times. No, I mean, we've had this.
Culture Clubb.
I know that. No. I've known Mo for quite some time, and before his last one, like, I wouldn't even commit the people's names to memory because it was like they were rolling in and out like that.
See, but
he just likes to date. Like he doesn't.
I like attention.
Be single.
Can we just say I like attention?
Right. Like even
like
after
attention.
you broke up, you were still like, I'm out here. Who can I see? Like, chill out. Get to know you. Like you don't need to.
But he seems to know himself quite well.
He don't. Well, he's.
I think you know what people think. I think when this is kind of shifting subjects a little bit because people always say, "Oh, so my last relationship was the first guy I ever loved. We were together for 4.5 years. He really was the first guy I ever loved." And I was literally, I mean, when we broke up, I probably went out the same night. Whatever.
See, I can't do that.
But wait,
I'm gonna put on some Tony Braxton. I'm gonna pour me.
I did that on the way to the date time. Hello. But
when he breaks up, he'll normally call me and be like, "We going out. I need to turn up." Like
because if we look at relationships, let's be real. If we look at relationships, the relationship been over. That day was just the day I said it's over. Let's be real. The relationship been over for months.
Yeah, it is.
The relationship been over for months. I've been done with you. Boo.
Well,
interesting.
That is one of my favorite singers.
Why did you waste that much time?
Because my heart was there, and that's some real shit.
You need to speak on that one.
My heart was there, and I thought
this will be the last topic, but go ahead.
I thought we could fix it. I thought that one day, maybe I was just naive. I thought, I would wake up and things would just fix itself and work itself out. And it didn't. And so, one day I just said, I'm not doing this no more.
But
what? Go ahead.
I mean,
I want you to be like
you fix it exactly. Fix itself. Like
what did you
relationships.
First of all, I didn't do nothing.
Fix
That's
it.
the problem with everybody. They always thought that I did something. And I'm not gonna tell the real deal.
Shut up.
I'm gonna let you know what the real deal is that you did do something and you need to own to something that you did do.
Yeah. That is.
Who is this?
I just it's like when people break up. When people break up with someone, it's all about what that other person didn't do. But
what were you not fulfilling? What were you not doing?
I get
Both
that.
parties have to work. It can't work itself out. Relationships are work, and I mean, if you expecting,
and if you can work for them clothes, if you can work for that,
that's great. And I mean it. If you work for all of that random stuff.
But I think the problem is. Let me just say this. The problem is, and this is what I have, and I'm gonna speak to Larry.
Your truth.
Why I gotta be the problem is, I have a huge personality. Huge.
Okay.
That's just who I am. And my other half did not have a huge personality.
Okay.
And so when things went wrong, when things shifted, Mo, what did you do? No. It's not what I did. Just because he quiet don't mean he ain't. Y'all don't.
Why are you taking that so offensive?
But why are you
because it's offensive because I hear it time and time
I don't think it has
again.
anything
I hear
to
it
do with
time
your
and time again, and
personality.
it's just like if y'all knew the real deal, if y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Y'all motherfucking just don't know.
I motherfucking don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't need to know. So.
And I'm never gonna tell nobody the real deal because ain't nobody's business. But what I'm saying is, people always say, "Well, you fought for this, you fought for this." I fucking fought. I mean, I stayed with somebody that.
Hold up.
I want to say this to all of the single people out there.
But I'm the motherfucking culprit because I got this huge personality. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm boisterous, I'm loud or whatever. That doesn't mean that I'm in the wrong.
But it has nothing to do with your personality. It's more.
It's a relationship, baby. What's gonna happen?
Here's what I will say, and
it's over. I'm single, and whatever.
We're happy for you.
And I'm dating. Hello.
Here's what I'll say. Well, my favorite singer, my favorite singers on this in Divine Timing thing.
Blame it on me.
I am like really.
Say it's my fault.
I'm really sensing and feeling that because, like, for me, if I'm not in a relationship, I'm literally single for years, and there is like this whole kind of like period. And I think it's for me personally, by me being a feminine guy, I think it's. not my fault that I'm who I am because I'm really comfortable in my own skin. So I don't want to get that misconstrued when I say this, but I do think it's harder for guys that visibly within this community, like someone like myself, or even someone else that has more of a
natural contour.
Thank you. Even someone else that that might be even more flamboyant than me because it goes further than me. I mean, I'm giving you a little flair, but
that's true.
I'm giving you the appetizer, but I am not the encore and the dessert when it comes to that side of the pond. Mm-hmm. But I think it's gonna be. It's something that I've come to like. I guess feel like it's gonna be somewhat harder for me to get that, I guess, relationship type of situation. But when it happens, it's gonna happen. And so in divine timing of that happening, but to the single people out there, or the single flamboyant guys, because I feel like I represent you in this heated king-size bed that we're in. It'll happen to you. And for the ones that with someone or have someone that might be more masculine and will do the mowing the lawns and fixing the cars. Yes, God, honey, because I am happy for you. I'm happy for you.
And I think regardless of roles, at the end of the day, Larry had a point. Relationships are work. I don't care if you're masculine, feminine, heterosexual, homosexual, whatever. Relationships are work. And so, and in part of that, you have to own your shit. Yeah. So when you do something wrong, you have to own it and not think that you're, it's because I'm flamboyant. No, it's because you did something wrong.
No. Okay, this is my last question. This is gonna be my last question,
okay.
And then Devin, I want you to close up the video, but this will be my last question. When you say relationships take work, is the work in getting to know each other, or is the work just what is the work in a relationship?
It goes on forever. It's everything.
The work is the
it's not to getting to know each other.
It's building because you constantly are changing, but working to grow together, working to build. It's hard work.
Every day is
because you're different people.
Actually, I will take it back and say yes, it is getting to know each other because to your point, yes, you're forever changing. Yeah, that's true. So the dynamic is forever changing. So it is. The work is getting to know each other and really compromising and meeting each other, in the middle and really making something grow together.
Being consistent.
And being consistent.
And making, and not only that, but also throwing away some things that you probably wouldn't. Making sacrifices as well.
Never get nothing.
Maybe losing some stuff that you might not want to lose, in order to make your relationship better. I feel like making sacrifices too. Rather than, that's hard work too. Giving up something that you've been doing for years and years and years, something that's personal to you, but might not be good for the relationship. So I think that's a big thing too that, puts work into it.
1, 2, 3, yes. Thank you for watching Aconnectiontv and joining us today in this lovely conversation of Culture Clubb. We all collectively have our own individuality, and we come together, and we're all able to come together to talk about, discuss different topics that occur in all of our lives, and adopt similar connections despite our differences. That was stupid at the end. Please edit that.
Yo, that's my word. Man, how many mics does it take to get the center of the top? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here, you know what I mean? Yo, BX, stand up.